Here we are, lesson 28. I like this very much because it surprises a lot of people. We're still studying Pratyahara, which is one of the parts of the Yoga Sutras by Master Patanjali. So, what this is dealing with the senses. We've already dealt with several of them. This is the sense of smell and taste. What is shocking for most people is that of all of the senses, the sense of smell is the most sensitive. 10,000 times more sensitive than any of the other senses. It also bypasses the brain and goes straight through the limbic system, right into the heart of feelings that you have. For example, when I smell cookies baking, I always think of my mother baking Christmas cookies. There are so many different smells. When I smell lavender, I know that I feel more peaceful. So this is not something to be ignored. What do you find appealing? And if there are bad odors, we're not very good with bad odors. That's why odor eaters were developed. So this is what you can do. You can bring into your environment fragrances and smells that are appealing to you. It might be through essential oils. It might be in any number of ways. But think about what you find appealing and know that this triggers memories that can be very pleasing and pleasant for you. The sense of taste is very aligned with the sense of smell. They go together. If you've ever had a cold and you have a stuffy nose, sometimes you don't really taste the food that you're eating. So appealing tastes are also something to be aware of. All of this, of course, is about learning to appreciate your senses, understand them, and then finally let them go. In other words, not be influenced by them. One of my favorite stories, actually, and I have a lot of tips in here, by the way, different ways that you can use the sense of smell and sense of taste to enhance your life. But one of my favorite stories is one about one of my favorite gurus. I happened to attend a big meeting. I think there were 10,000 people from around the world in Palm Springs. And she took a small group of people on a walk. I was not a participant, but I know someone who was. And as they walked along the streets, they were appreciating that everything they experienced was part of God, part of creation. And so as they walked along, people were commenting on the flowers, the birds, various things. And in the midst of all of that, a truck or a bus went by and it expunged a huge amount of very noxious smelling fumes. And the people in the group all went, oh, isn't that disgusting? That's terrible. And she said, no, everything is part of God. I like that. So whatever you observe around you, whatever you smell, whatever you're eating, whatever is around you is all part of divine consciousness. So bear that in mind this week. And I think I'll go put on some perfume. I rarely wear it, but it sounds like a nice thing to do today. Thank you. See you next week.